What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, then welcome to my channel. My name is Jackson Desjardins. I'm an ACE certified personal trainer. I've personally lost 80 plus pounds, almost 100 pounds, guys, and I'm here to help you do the exact same thing. So look, guys, I'll be the first to say, weight loss is hard. Weight loss is not something that should be taken lightly. It takes a lot of sacrifice, and it takes a lot of getting in your own head and being mindful about why you make the decisions that you make. And to those of you who don't know, my weight loss journey was full of ups and downs. This was not a smooth sailing process. So I don't want you to think that my weight loss journey was anything linear. It was totally not. It was all over the place. And in this video, I want to talk to you guys about the day that I almost gave up. I think so many of us have failed over and over and over with weight loss, and at some point you just feel like it's not possible, or like you can't do it, or you're not strong enough to be able to do it. And this video is going to be for the people who have tried to lose the weight and they just haven't been able to do it, and you might even be thinking about giving up yourself, because I know how it feels to want to give up. I know how it feels to not like yourself and not see a way out. So I want to give you my background on the day that I almost gave up. All right, guys, so obviously I was trying to lose weight 4 years prior to me actually losing the weight. But in that process of trying to lose weight, I put on like 80 to 100 pounds. So I'm a sophomore in college. I had just failed a bunch of courses. I've got a 1.6 GPA, and I've continually said I'm gonna get back on Monday for weight loss for like 4 years, okay? In that span of that 4 years of me assuming that I'm gonna get back on the next Monday, I put on 80 to 100 pounds while I was trying to lose weight. Okay, so I just failed this course. I've got a 1.6 GPA. I'm now on academic suspension, which means that they're not gonna let me go back to school unless I took summer classes to get where I was on probation. And on top of that, my girlfriend at the time, she was my high school sweetheart. I was planning on being with this girl forever. She sees where I'm going, which is down, and dumps my ass. So now I'm alone, I got a 1.6 GPA, and then the next week I see her with another guy. I'm literally like at the bottom of the barrel. So we gotta remember, every Monday, I genuinely thought that I was going to get back on. I thought that the next Monday was gonna be the Monday that I make it happen. I would buy healthy things assuming that I would eat them, and then I would get halfway through the week and not eat them, and then I'd just eat unhealthy things. That happened all the time. But this week was different because I didn't even say I was gonna get back on Monday, okay? I let go of that feeling of, you know what, I'm not gonna get back on Monday. So instead of buying all the healthy food that I usually buy, I got, you know, frozen pizzas and chicken nuggets and all that stuff, just all the stuff that I wasn't allowed to have while I was trying to lose weight. I was eating my feelings, I was binge drinking, I was just trying to get out of myself because I didn't like myself. I didn't like where my life was going. I was hurt, and in my eyes, I was a loser. And you know, I'm sitting here and it's like, if I only knew, like if I could touch and talk to Fat Jackson in that moment right now and just tell him like, dude, your life is going to go somewhere so different than it is right now. If I could just tell him that, just picture my situation and picture you telling yourself, maybe even right now, if you're where I was, just trust me here. If you commit to this and you actually just grind and get it done and build new habits, your life is going to get so much better. I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, guys. I didn't see any light. I was like, you know what, this is me now, I guess. And I had given up. I was like, I guess this is it. So what happened from there is, in that week of binge eating and binge drinking and just trying to escape myself, the realization was, if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna do it later. That's what dispels this whole get back on Monday myth. If you don't do it now, you're not going to do it on Monday. You're gonna make the same excuse. Your future self depends on what your present self does. Okay, so like, I know that we all think that on Monday we're gonna be Superman. I'm gonna can it today, but then tomorrow I'm gonna get back on and it's gonna be great. I know that we all feel that. But in reality, I need you to dig deep for me and understand, how long have you been telling yourself that? So what I had to do from there, guys, listen to this. I had to reference something I drew when I was in 7th grade. I didn't even know what it meant, okay? But I referenced, in 7th grade, I drew out this stick figure. If you've been on my channel long enough, you've heard about this many times. I labeled all the limbs and the head and the torso, all of the core attributes that I wanted in my life that were gonna make me happy and make me exactly who I wanted to be. Like, who is the maxed out, like, super Jackson, like the best person I could be. And you know what's funny about it is I designed that when I was in 7th grade, but even today, that's still who I aspire to be, is that guy that I came up with when I was in 7th grade. So I took all the core attributes of the guys that I admired, and I was like, what do I like about him? What do I like about him? What do I like about him? If I see a stud, why is that guy a stud? Now let me just be that guy in every attribute of my life. So in the moment, I asked myself the very difficult question, am I this guy? How far away am I from being this guy? And once obviously I came to the realization that it's like, I'm the complete opposite of this guy. Like, I don't keep promises to myself. My faith was not in check, which is a huge part of Super Jackson. I look like absolute garbage. I'm wicked overweight. I've put on all this weight. I'm embarrassed to show my face to people because the last time they saw me, I was like 100 pounds lighter. So after I asked myself, am I this guy? The answer was no. And then I asked myself why. It's like, why am I not this guy? And it was because I kept assuming that the future me was gonna turn into that guy, okay? And future me never did it. I knew that it needed to start with one thing, and that was fitness, because everything is gonna branch off of me feeling good, because when I look good, I feel good, I do good. I say it all the time on the channel. And I finally just accepted the fact that it's like, I have got to burn more calories than I eat every day consistently so that my weight goes down. If your dog needed to lose weight, what would you do? You'd feed it less and you'd walk it more. You are no different. So once I actually finally started committing to that, and in the moment, all the temptation would hit me and I would be seduced by, hey, do you want to come out and drink? And hey, do you want to do this? When I went out to drink with everybody, I was having a 10-calorie monster just to keep me awake. When everybody was eating pizza, I would pack my food. I knew what I was going to eat, and I knew it was temporary. I knew that that food wasn't going anywhere in the future. I can have that whenever I want. It's not that I can't have it. I'm just choosing not to have it. So I made these shifts in my mind, and then I tasted progress. And guys, you want to know what sparked my entire life and what's going to spark your entire life is progress. When you taste progress and consistent progress, not like, oh, I lost a pound, now I'm going to go eat a pizza for a reward. No, when you taste consistent progress, that's when motivation comes. We know it. I've said it. Motivation follows progress. Because I kept all those promises to myself and I did it consistently, and I was making progress and seeing results because I was earning it. I started liking myself. And guys, I was still fat. Okay, I was still fat, and I started liking myself even though I was fat. Okay, this picture is a perfect example of I liked myself. Even though, look at the guy next to me, Anthony, one of my boys to this day. He was shredded. He's a Marine now. He's an absolute stud. But I was standing next to him and I wasn't comparing myself to him, because when you make progress on you, you stop comparing to other people for the most part. It's a mindset shift, but you stop doing it so much because you like you. You're progressing. You only need to be competing with you. So I started finding all this success and progress, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I like myself. And guys, I wasn't where I wanted to be, but I liked myself because I was on the way there. So from that experience, I determined two types of happiness. Number one was the happiness that I had been experiencing my entire life, and that was instant happiness, or in other words, in psychology terms, instant gratification. And instant gratification would be like, okay, I'm gonna eat this entire pizza now because it's gonna taste so good and I'm gonna get it like that. The reinforcement and the gratification is gonna come immediately by the taste of this pizza, but at the expense of the physique that I want in the future. Just this awful wave of, I want pleasure now. So I would eat pizza, I would drink, I would do things that were gonna immediately give me pleasure, boom. But since it was at the expense of my future self and I wasn't investing in myself, it ultimately made me unhappy for 4 years and then put on weight, and I had to deal with all of this unhappiness later. Now, the second type of happiness that I found through my journey and through making that progress is called delayed happiness. It's called delayed gratification in psychology terms, okay? This means I'm gonna put off reinforcement right now, so I'm gonna not eat this pizza right now. It's not going anywhere, by the way, but I'm not gonna eat this pizza right now because I know that I have a weigh-in on Friday and I really wanna meet my weigh-in because that's gonna mean that I'm making progress. That happiness of making the progress later is making me way more fulfilled and happy. You're investing in your future. So that's what I had to do. I was like, wow, this is making me so happy because I'm starting to like myself, versus, wow, this tastes really good and I'm gonna be miserable in about 5 minutes, okay? It sounds simple, but most people struggle with this simple concept. And guys, I wasn't worried about tomorrow or Monday. I was just worried about today because I was like, I know that what I do in the present, what you do now is the only thing that matters. So it's like I knew that in the present, whatever I did was going to affect me in the future. Okay? The question is, what you do now can either make you wicked happy later, and you can invest in yourself, or it's gonna make you wicked miserable later, but you're gonna get immediate reinforcement. The choice is yours, but I made that connection, and I didn't wanna give up anymore. I didn't have anything to give up on. I found a new kind of happiness that made me far happier than the immediate reinforcement of pizza and the things that made me overweight that didn't make me happy in the long run. It's really fun to eat a pizza, and guys, I'm not against eating pizza. But I'm telling you that if you have weight loss goals, fit it into your calories if you have to, but you know that you gotta eat less than you burn every day to lose weight, and I knew that, so I just didn't wanna think too hard about it. I was like, If I eat that, I know there's gonna be probably like 300 calories in a slice. So I just don't want anything to do with that. I'm gonna avoid that like the plague. Sometimes I would go out and I would have a slice of pizza. Sometimes I would go out and I'd have some beer with the boys. But I can tell you, I didn't even like really allow myself to do that all that much because I wanted to live by the 80-20 principle, which was 80% of the time I'm gonna be on my game chasing my goals, and 20% of the time I'm gonna enjoy myself. So fast forward into the next school year, it's like now I'm winning academic scholarships because I'm killing it in my new major, which was psychology. Guys, I wasn't gonna be allowed back to the school. And because I kept all those promises and lost that weight, I built a reputation with myself and I started liking myself from there on. And that translated to school, that translated to my relationships, that translated to everything in my entire life. All because I started long enough to taste the progress, which motivated me to keep going. I want you to know this is possible for you. I'm not making this video to boast about my weight loss success. I don't give a shit about my weight loss success. I give a shit about yours. I want you to be able to find the level of happiness and fulfillment that I have every single day in my life because I started keeping promises to myself. I want that for you. If you've been failing for a while, I get it. Just trust me here, okay? Like, I get how that feels. I did it for a long time. I hated myself. And guys, I'm a pretty confident guy now. I like myself. I like helping you. I'm really fulfilled because I get to help you guys. And I would never be able to find this level of happiness and fulfillment if I gave up that week that I was struggling, that week that I was heartbroken, that I was on academic suspension. If I would have laid down and been done, I would never have been where I am now, and I wouldn't be able to help you. I wouldn't be able to find the happiness that I have in my heart to be able to help you. Moral of the story, please, for me, guys, just don't give up. Okay? Just remember what I would have missed out on if I would have given up that day. So guys, before I end the video, I just wanted to let you know that I am working on something very, very, very exciting that I will be sharing with you in the coming weeks, and it's gonna help so many of you, so I'm just super excited to be able to reveal exactly what I'm doing. I just have to keep it mysterious for now. But before I end the video, I just want you to know that I believe in you and it is your time. Like, I want you to find the happiness that you deserve. In order to respect yourself, you've got to earn it for yourself. Nobody can do it for you, and I'm just here to tell you that you're worthy of that. I believe in you, I have faith in you, and I'm just glad to have you here on the channel. So regardless, I appreciate all of you. You guys are making my dreams come true by affecting so many of you on a daily basis, and you all mean the absolute world to me. So as always, let's keep getting better together. Keep on grinding. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.